Hello and welcome to Inside Tulsa Basketball with head coach Eric Konkol, and we join you from Harwell Hall here on the campus of the University of Tulsa. Anthropology department is here now, but coach, you know, people thought maybe the Reynolds Center was the first on-campus facility. This was in 1921. This is the oldest building on campus, and it was constructed in 1921. It was the first gym for the University of Tulsa. How about that?
Pretty cool and great history, and you know who dedicated it to, Bruce? Dr. James Naismith, the founder of basketball, came here on our campus and dedicated this building for our basketball team.
Yeah, it was a basketball, and also we'll show you where the pool was. Yeah, there was a pool here as well, so we're going to go inside and take a peek inside. So we've stepped inside Harwell Hall here, and we're kind of at this split level for the anthropology department and the sociology department. They have combined here at TU, and Coach, it's interesting. You go down these steps in the old days, and it's a pool, and you go up the steps, and it's a basketball court. Really remarkable, and it was really, at the time, state-of-the-art and was used by everybody, not only the basketball team, but the student body in general.
Well, I can imagine this was a popular spot on campus. Get a little swim in, go watch a basketball game or play some basketball or vice versa.
Yeah, and the one thing that is interesting about this building, when it was built, there was hardly anything around here. McFarland Hall had not been built yet, so this was kind of a very nice, ornate building right in the middle of campus. So it was very special when it was built way back in 1921. All right, we're going to go upstairs to the basketball court, or what used to be the basketball court. So we're upstairs now, and this was the basketball court. Now it is the Donald O. Henry Laboratory for Lithic Artifacts, and Dr. Danielle McDonald joins us here, and she is a professor of anthropology, and you're going to show us a little bit of what we have here. Here's some just ancient stones.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've got a nice assortment from some of the lithic collections, and lithics are stone tools. So the stone tool collections we have here in the lab. This particular piece right here is what we call an Acheulean hand axe. It was made by a species called Homo erectus, and it's one of the first lithic artifacts, or one of the first types of technology that were taken out of Africa and spread all the way across Europe and into Asia. These two pieces here are what we call Levallois points, and they were made by Neanderthals. So they would have been put on the end of spear tips. They would have been used for hunting things like large game. In Europe, these sorts of tools were used for hunting mammoths. These two here are made by Homo sapiens, so by us, from the Upper Paleolithic. And then these two final pieces here are pieces that I actually excavated myself from a site called Harana 4 in Jordan. They're scrapers, so these ends would have been used for scraping hides or scraping wood. And they're also used by Homo sapiens about 20,000 years ago.
And Danielle, what's the oldest piece? Is it the large piece?
The large piece is the oldest piece. So these sorts of tools were being made about 1.5 million years ago by Homo erectus.
Thank you for taking the time. Appreciate it. And this is your lab, right? This is your workspace.
This is my lab and my workspace, and I'm very happy to have you here. Thanks for coming by.
And so our thanks to Dr. McDonald for joining us here on Inside Tulsa Basketball. And Coach, you can see with the high ceilings and then with the drop ceilings, there's even more before you get to the roof here. You could play a basketball game here, couldn't you?
Oh, for sure. I don't know how many stands you'd have in here, maybe a couple rows of bleachers, but the length of this building and the height, you can absolutely visualize basketball being played here.
Yeah, absolutely. Harwell Hall, 1921, the first place University of Tulsa basketball played on campus. Now, Coach, you know, the last couple of weeks, you know, to use this 1.5 million year old stone, you've kind of dug yourself a little bit of a hole, but you can climb out of it, can't you?
Well, we're always about trying to get better, and we've had moments, we've had some really good moments, we've had some moments that we'd like not to repeat, but just continually trying to build that consistency. We feel like we've improved overall. Had a tough one last night at Cincinnati, of course. Very, very good team, but had some things that we think that we can build upon.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And at some point, as you continue to improve, you know, you're going to be the tip of the spear, so to speak. You want to be the team that attacks and is aggressive and plays great defense.
Yeah, and we want to do that throughout. I mean, again, last night, first half, we played pretty good defense. We held them under 1 point per possession at their place, and a very good team. Just weren't able to sustain that, and that's been our issue, that stamina required to keep going, especially throughout the second half.
Well, we have a lot of things going on Sunday, an afternoon game. It's a rival. It's Wichita State. You guys played a really good road game, almost got the Shockers up there.
We did. played a great first half, and that was a game that got away from us a little in the second half, especially on the defensive end, especially taking care of the basketball. Something that we've done well the last 3 games is take care of the basketball, and we've got to be able to continue that and get some great shots. But looking forward to an opportunity here on Sunday in front of our home fans at Reynolds Center and against a team with, we're talking history, a game that we've had a lot of history with in Wichita State.
Yeah, absolutely. So come on out, fans, get your tickets. It should be a great and raucous affair. 2 o'clock at the Reynolds Center coming up on Sunday, and it won't be here at Harwell Hall. It'll be at the Reynolds Center. Coach, have a great week.
Thank you too, Bruce.
That's it for Inside Tulsa Basketball with head coach Eric Konkol.